Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you today about one of my favorite core moves. I like to call it the inverted plank. You might hear some people call it the reverse plank. You could also call it a supine plank. Now everybody knows what the plank is, also known as prone iso abs. And everybody's aware there's a high and a low variation plus a million other types of variations on the plank. But this is one of my favorites because it activates the posterior chain. That means the whole back side of our body, which is the side of our body that most of us neglect, and that we have poor posture because of, or as a result of. So I'm going to show you what the plank looks like, and then I'm going to show you a couple ways or a couple tips for doing it. So your basic inverted plank looks something like this. We're going to get just like a normal plank. The shoulders are right above our wrist. We're going to lift ourselves up, pull in the neutral spine, and hold. Okay? Keeping a nice straight line from our ankles to our knees, to our hips, to our shoulder, to our ears, out the top of our head. Okay, that's what it looks like from the high position, and this is what it looks like from the low position. We're going to be here, and we're up. Pulling those toes back toward us. Now, a couple of tips for doing this exercise. The two biggest mistakes or errors that I see people make are, the first one is people, when they do this, they put their heels down and they point their toes forward. So rather than dorsiflexion, where your toes are pulled back toward you, they're in plantar flexion where their toes are pointed forward. And what we're doing there is actually, it makes it easier for them because you're engaging your quads more. Believe it or not, you're still feeling the hamstrings, but you're flipping over and your legs bend a little bit and you're pushing down and putting some weight in your quadriceps. So that's the first one. So what you want to do is make sure that you pull these toes back. Now, if you don't have a great range of dorsiflexion, it will show in your squat, obviously. But you want to pull them back as much as you can. For me, I tell people be on the logos on their heels. So if you have, for me, it's a nice Ultra logo here. I want that part of my shoe on the ground, and that's going to make sure I get a nice firm or a nice straight line. The second thing is being able to pull my shoulder blades back, my scapula, being able to pull my shoulder blades back, set them down, and holding them there, so providing scapular stability. That's going to give a nice strong bridge and alignment for my core. If I let my shoulders sag, and this is where a lot of people are, either because we don't have the neuromuscular control or we don't have the strength to do it, but a lot of people, this is another issue I see. So our shoulders sag, and it's really hard. I mean, I'm working way hard. I think I can get up pretty good still, but I have to work a lot harder to get myself up into position than if I had set my scaps and then just lift. I mean, this is a huge difference. Now I'm just stabilizing rather than lifting, and I can hold that for a lot longer. So those are the two big tips for doing this. If you lack good range of motion in your wrists, or if this bothers your wrists because your wrists aren't flexible enough, the low plank version is probably the better option for you. Just like in high plank, make sure the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders, pull the toes back, right, and lift. It is more difficult, it is more challenging as in with the regular plank, but a suitable option if you lack that wrist mobility. So again, this is one of my favorite core exercises. People don't do it very often. I don't think a lot of people know about it. But if you want a strong posterior, you want a strong core, and your core is more than just your abs. If you want a strong core, if you want to be better at sports, if you want to be more explosive, if you want to be able to lift more, this is an exercise for you. It's awesome. If you like the workout, or if you like the exercise and you like the video, please like it and share it. And check us out at inspirefae.com. That's www.inspirefae.com.